What's going on, everybody? Hope you're all having a fantastic day. Now, for those who don't know, basically a brand new leak came out for Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, showcasing not everything, but a decent portion of what we should expect out of Season 2 in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. And once the community has gotten an idea, a look at what this update's going to be like, I gotta say, everybody across the board. I mean, yeah, there is a handful of people out there who, don't really see anything wrong, but a massive majority of people right now that I see on the internet are really disappointed with what Season 2 is going to be coming out with. Whether you're a 6v6 fan, a Warzone fan, a DMZ fan, whatever you enjoy in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, it seems like people are not very happy with what we're going to go ahead and get. Now, I gotta say, for me personally, I don't mind what I'm seeing so far, but I do understand where everybody is coming from. Now, I'm going to try to cover everything across the board, the negatives, the positives. I'm going to showcase all the content. Now, I'm not going to go and show you guys the images and the behind the scenes, crazy information like that can get my channel struck or anything. I'm going to leave a link in the description of this video. It's going to send you to an article that Ralph Valve over on Twitter wrote, which is going to showcase all the, basically the art that has been made for Season 2 and Modern Warfare 2, if, of course, you're interested in seeing it a little bit further. But again, I do want to make it very clear, I'm not going to try to judge it too much. We barely don't know anything just yet. It only exposes one operator and one map that's coming in, well, two maps that's coming into Call of Duty, a Warzone map and also a 6v6 map. So, honestly, the full season isn't even available to us yet. We don't know how much content we're going to get. We don't know the actual map count, the operator count, the weapon count, etc. We don't know what is coming into the game within Season 2. So I am not going to completely judge it. But, like I said, the community is outraged. So I do want to cover certain things. I want to try to understand the outrage, see where you guys are coming from, and also share my opinions on how I feel about the overall content here. Now, to begin, a lot of people are a little salty, including myself, honestly, that they're bringing in, once again, an operator that was from Modern Warfare 2019, Ronin. Now, this guy's actually an absolute legend. He has a YouTube channel, and once you see the work that this man does, you're going to be extremely impressed. But again, we had him in Modern Warfare 2019. Why is this going to be a recycled operator? I don't understand why they did not take everything that we had in MW 2019, all the operators, everybody across the board, and then add on top of it with, special Modern Warfare 2 operators that they're bringing into the game. Just make it across the board. Add on to the franchise. Keep these people, why are we adding these people in as new content? Let's be real here, Infinity Ward. Because they're not new, it's not fresh. It feels like filler content when you do stuff like this, And it's not even like it's a remastered map or something of that sort. It's just filler stuff. Instead of making something fresh or new, you're bringing in something that we already had and, quote unquote, acting like it's fresh. I'm a little disappointed in that regard, even though I am happy to see him return because, like I said, this dude is an absolute badass, so it's great to see him in the game again. But shoot, I mean, he should have been here day one. But again, don't completely judge this yet. More operators are probably going to be coming into the game, but still, I wish we could have gotten everybody fresh. I wish all these people were already in the game. Same thing with, the maps, Shipment and Shoot House. All of this stuff should have been in the game day one, in my personal opinion. When I hear new seasons, I always think of new stuff. Remasters coming into the game that, maybe we haven't seen in a while, or even new maps, new content, new weapons, new operators, new everything. That's what I want to see added onto the game later on. But when the base game comes out, the stuff that we're seeing previously that we just got done with the game before, I feel like that should be slipped into the experience right off the bat. But again, you guys can go down in the comment section and tell me if you agree or disagree. But next to the operator, let's move over to, the real content and the real, talk of discussion here. The maps that we're going to be getting for Warzone and 6v6. Let's start off with 6v6 here. Basically, we're going to be getting Castle again in Modern Warfare 2. And as you already know, we just had this map in Call of Duty Vanguard. Now, again, like I said, a lot of people are salty that Castle is coming back into the game because we just saw it in Call of Duty Vanguard. And I'm not talking about MW 2019 and we just saw, no, this is literally the game that we just got done with. We left the game to come over to Modern Warfare 2 and we're just getting basically another map that we already had. Now, again, I can understand where everybody's coming from, but for me personally, I like Castle a lot. And we haven't seen it in any Call of Duty game pretty much ever. What? Maybe once, but I don't think it was a complete rework, was it? Was it in Ghost or something of that sort? But Vanguard is probably the first time that we really got a perfect replica of Castle remastered into the game, and it made me insanely happy. I was in love, but the problem for me is that I didn't play Vanguard. I just simply didn't enjoy the game. Now, yeah, that's a me problem. I'll be honest, that's a me problem. That has nothing to do with everybody else. But I will say that I think this map is a great introduction because Castle is a map that pretty much fits all playstyles, no matter what. You can use SMGs, you can use ARs, you can use snipers, LMGs, shotguns, whatever playstyle you have, you can enjoy on Castle. So I gotta say, I think this map is going to be perfect to implement it into the game. And hopefully, fingers crossed, I don't want to, talk too soon. I'm hoping that Season 2, when it comes to map variety, will look a little bit more sweet when it comes to the 6v6 side of things. I was very disappointed with Season 1, but let's be honest here. Typically, when it comes to Season 1 across the board, Modern Warfare 2019, Black Ops Cold War, even Vanguard. Now, Vanguard wasn't, as rough because it started off with so many maps, but all across the board, Season 1 is always typically pretty rough. So I'm hoping that as time goes on, obviously Season 2, Season 3, Season 4 will improve more and more with content. And instead of only seeing like 2 maps, one in the beginning and one mid-season, we'll see maybe, 3 or 4 maps, 2 in the beginning, 2 mid-season, or 2 in the beginning, 1 mid-season, something of that sort with more variety, more fresh maps, stuff that Infinity Ward are making, from scratch, because I actually enjoy their new designs that they're making here. And, of course, remastered maps that, we all know and love. Now, I gotta be real with you. I don't think we're ever going to see any Modern Warfare 2 remastered maps in this game. I've been really hyping it up. I've been really wanting to see it. But from the leaks from a while ago that we heard that year 2, they're going to have a full Modern Warfare 2 DLC pack. If that's true, then we're never going to see any Modern Warfare 2 maps throughout the whole life cycle. But at the end of the day, bring some stuff back from Modern Warfare 3. Bring some stuff back from Call of Duty 4. There's tons of maps from Modern Warfare 3 that are untouched. We always get Dome. Now, don't get me wrong. I like Dome. But Jesus, dude, you know how many cool maps are in Modern Warfare 3? Seatown, Mission, Resistance. Bring some Modern Warfare 3 maps back. Put them in the rotation. That would be outstanding. But back to the main topic. I don't think Castle is bad to implement. Once again, go down in the comment section. Let me know what you think, because I do understand where you guys are coming from saying that it's nothing fresh, because I agree. I do want to see new stuff in the game, but honestly, I'm coming into this one completely biased. And then the last thing, of course, is the new Warzone 2 Rebirth Island map. Now, I gotta be real. I don't really care for Rebirth Island. I always say it's, it's like Warzone with training wheels. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think of when I think of Rebirth. Warzone is a lot more, if you want to frag out, you got to be very strategic because you only have one extra life. You have your gulag, and after that, even if you survive the gulag, you have to come back with basically nothing and work to gain a little bit of something with only, like I said, one life left. Rebirth, you could just come back and back and back and back and can bait kills with people coming back with pistols over and over and over again. Like I said, it's Warzone with some training wheels, but it is fun. I will say it is fun. It's a lot more casual. It is more entertaining, especially in Call of Duty nowadays where skill-based matchmaking is so thick. People just want something to shut their brains off. So Rebirth is a great implementation, but like I said, the Call of Duty community is extremely salty already with this new map that they're bringing into the game because leaked images have come out, and I guess it doesn't look as fantastic as some have wanted it to be. Now, I gotta be honest, again, when the map officially comes out, then I will truly judge it. But content is content at this point. It's going to give you guys the exact gameplay that you're looking for. And also, this map is going to be introduced into DMZ as well. So, in my opinion, this is a win-win. This is going to be content across the board. Hopefully, fingers crossed, 6v6 will be catered to. Because if not, trust me, you're going to hear from me. You guys know me. I love 6v6 in Call of Duty. And if they go ahead and mess it up, yeah, I'm going to rant about it. It's going to be some problems, probably. I love 6v6, but at the end of the day, I can't lie. I enjoy Warzone 2 more than Warzone 1, and DMZ isn't as, half bad as I expected. Is it the best extraction game I've ever made? Nah, but, it's fun. It's still pretty decent. So, to have content across the board being introduced, which this new Warzone map will not only give us a new experience with DMZ, but it will add more missions, maybe even more factions into DMZ to add a little bit more replayability and more interest for the consumer. If Infinity Ward can just make sure that the rest of the 6v6 content that's coming into Season 2 not only is enough content to keep us interested, not this 2-map crap, we need plenty of content. We're already far behind. Vanguard set a new standard. The fact that this game didn't launch with 16 maps kind of shocked me a little bit. So we are pretty far behind. Let's be real. So hopefully, not only will Season 2 bring more maps, but hopefully they're going to be fresh maps. You know, Castle is already going to be a 50-50 one with a lot of people. I think some people will enjoy it because the map just has so many different ways of playing it, but a lot of people are going to be salty with it because they just saw it in Vanguard. So there has to be enough freshness in the game, or else, once again, 6v6 will be stale. But if they can nail the 6v6 content across the board, I think Season 2 is going to be solid. I think there's going to be enough content in DMZ, Warzone, and once again, hopefully 6v6 that will keep the whole overall game interesting. The amount of weapons that they're putting into this game are good. You know, the amount of operators they're putting into this game is good, and I don't really care about operators. I prefer factions, so, you know, it doesn't even bother me that much. So all I'm really looking for is a maps and 6v6. Nail that number, and I think Season 2 as a whole will be a really good one. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thanks so much for checking out this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like. If I hate it, leave a dislike. Also, if you're brand new, enjoy the content, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification button. Also, want to chat with me, there's two ways to do so. I have a Twitter and Discord, both linked down in the description. And also, want to catch me live streams of video games over on Twitch. Link is in the description as well. But guys, thanks so much for tuning in. See you on the next one. Peace out.